The Bushcrafty Talks.
Hey guys, what's up? Bushcrafty here again with Bushcrafty Talks. Yeah, I'm not driving. I'm here at home in front of the computer. You know, one of those videos. A lot of things this week I want to talk about. Start with the video or the live I had Monday. The end is near. I think I put the title, and it meant quite a few things. And as soon as I start talking, he comes up. Hold on, come here. Where'd you go? Oh, you're over here. And he's getting so big that I have to pick him up now. Say hi, everybody. Hi. Say hi. Look at the camera. Say hi. No, okay. It's Rugnut. Rugnut is an ornery guy here. Extremely lovable, though. So the live that I put out, the end is near, had multiple meanings. One, I wanted to bring attention to Arkansas, Wildman, Arkansas survival. He was really feeling down and whatnot, and he needed some. I don't want to say attention because it's not attention. He just needs some words of encouragement, and our community needs to tell him that he is wanted. And he didn't fail. It's the system that is failing us. One of the main reasons for that live. He is a great guy. I watch all of his videos. I don't comment because, you know, the TV thing. And myself, I need to work on that. I need to go through the people that I do watch and just leave a quick comment, because it does help. I know a lot of people out there watch from the TV, and you can't leave a comment. But you need to make a mental note to go back and watch the stuff that you've just watched. I think you can go back in your history and then just leave comments on the ones that you have already watched. Sit still, ornery. And that was one of the things. The other was talking about how the community, it's not the way it used to be. Unfortunately, when things were really bad. I'm not saying they're not good now, but when they were bad, as in supply chains issues and things like that, that's not over. I mean, you can still go to the store and find things, but there's not the variety and the quantity that there used to be. So it only takes one little instant, and then boom, all of it's gone. And the thing that I was getting at was, as in the prepping community, the actual preppers that teach prepping, like show you how to do things. There's videos on the how-to videos type things. Those videos get hardly any views. Unfortunately, there are quite a few that watch those and thank you for the information and things like that. But if you say like we're all going to die or something like that, everybody flocks in and what, and they leave comments and they share and all this stuff out, even if it's not true, even if it's just copied from the news. It's popular on YouTube, and unfortunately, those of us that show prepping and show skills of that nature, like Ark does, we fall through the cracks and don't get the views and everything. I'll have people come and say, "Oh, you got so many subscribers. How do you only have 100 views on this great video?" That's where we're at, and unfortunately, it sucks. And it kind of goes back and reminds me something. But before we get to that, I did talk about other prepper channels that don't show prepping. It has nothing to do with prepping, but it's in their name or in their metadata, which is telling what the channel is about, their description basically, but don't have anything to do with prepping. It doesn't show how to do anything. They buy all this fancy new gear, they put it on and everything, brand new gear, but it sets over on the side so they can pick it up and say, "I have it, I'm a prepper." You know, those type of channels and whatnot. I did have a few of those prepper channels contact me, and even though I never mentioned anybody's name, there was some mention of certain channels, and they contacted me and gave me some very kind words. Not really, but you know what I mean. Most I did not reply back to. It's just blah blah blah. But a couple I did. The shoe fits or guilty conscience, you know, that type of thing. But other than that, yeah, I ended up getting a lot of flack for that live, which I'm surprised is still up, because usually when that happens, I end up, yeah, getting hit on that video or that live. But like I said, kind of what this reminds me of, what my grandpa told me long ago, and I want people to pay attention to this. I think it's very important. My grandpa told me, he says, throughout life you'll have many birthdays. Hopefully you'll have many birthdays, and very, very few people show up for those birthdays, or, you know, congratulate you or wish you a happy birthday or things like that. Show up at your birthday parties or something. And he says it's amazing, once you die, how many people will show up at your funeral. And he says that is a shame. The only time they show up is when you're dead and gone. There's nothing more that you can say to that person because they're gone. Why is it that that's a thing? Why do not? And your birthday is something special. I myself don't care about my birthday or anything like that. But the fact is, your birthday is very special. This is a birthday. This is when you were born. This is the day you were born. This is the day God gave you life to live within, you know, His realm. And it is very, and yes, I say God did. I know your mom and dad had fun making you, you know what I mean? But God is the one that gave you life. And I know that's going to turn some people's heads and, oh, no, no, no. You know, you said steal. There, go play. But the fact that we don't celebrate people for that day and tell them how we feel instead of wait until they're gone is a shame. And we need to tell people how important they are and things like that. And like I said, tell people how important they are that's in your lives. Don't wait until they're gone. And it still can be a reference to ARC or other preppers or things that you've learned something or you've gained entertainment from. Tell them how important they are until it's too late and they're gone. They don't make videos anymore. They're not on YouTube or they're not in that chat. They're not saying hi to you and things like that. Comment on their videos. Tell them how important it was that bit of information was given to them. And that's the whole moral of that live was the end is near. Once the end is here, it's the end. There's no saying you can remember that person all you want, but there's always something that you would want to say to that person that's not here anymore, but you can't. You can say it in a prayer or hope the person is on the other side listening to you, but you're not going to get an answer. And that is the shame of life. We go through all our days and we're so worried about paying the mortgage and paying for this and that and working our tails off, and then you forget about your loved ones and stuff that are around you that support you and that are there. And like I said, that little birthday, just a birthday, just a kind word saying, wow, I really enjoyed that. Or your husband that's out working all week and hun or babe or whatever you call your significant other, and it could be your wife too. I really appreciate what you do, what you sacrifice for this family. And you could say the same thing with your wife. If they're stay at home or if they're not, they work just as hard as you do. Most of the time, the women in your lives, they have a job and they go out and work, and then they come home and take care of the house. Just like the husband, the man, he goes works all day and then goes out, mows the grass, takes care of the garden, animals or whatever. And a lot of that time, that stuff is overlooked. Tell them how important they are. That way they know. And it's just not something you say to somebody to feel good for yourself. You want that other person to feel good also. And doing so, it makes you feel good. And too often we forget about that stuff until it's too late. It's the end. And I know a lot of the live got sidetracked and everything with that, but yeah, stuff like that. We need to speak up and tell people how important they are. That's in your lives, and it may be somebody that's across the screen, like Ark. Tell them how great they are. Thank them for what they do. Until next time, God bless.